Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Brian. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Had a couple of days off last week and just getting back to it today. So we're going to jump into the Forex session starting here in about 7 minutes, and we're going to have a look at what potential trade ideas we might have, if there's any opportunity or not. So let's go ahead and do it. Going to keep this under 5 minutes and get you back out the door and onto your way to managing your own trades from here. All right, so let's see what is going on. First things first, as I've always mentioned, we need to know what's happening in the news realm, because if there's some high impact news coming up, we may want to stay out of the market. And that's it's important to know, because around high impact news we get some volatility that's driven by just simply changes in where market makers are willing to do business, and that can cause spreads to widen, can cause price to rapidly move up or down without any real buying or selling taking place. So it's important to know that and be aware of it so that you can make educated trading decisions and not just get caught in something that you don't need to be in because it looked like a good opportunity or something, right? So with that said, what's happening today? Nothing today, actually. We have some yellow reports and some orange reports coming out, but nothing red, nothing high impact that would keep us out of the market. So with that said, we can go over here and jump right into having a look at which currencies we may want to be watching. And there's a couple of things here that stand out. We can see the CAD and the pound are kind of our definitive strong and weak currencies. There's a lot going on here. Big divergence between the pound and the CAD. However, and that might still continue on. However, we go over here. Well, I'll just bring this one over here. Actually, we go over here and we look. It's moved 100 pips. The average, is anywhere from 120 to 135. So definitely some opportunity there for continued movement. We're looking like we've got the right direction here from a volume standpoint as well. The volume detail supports continued selling of the pound versus the CAD. So that works out for us. That could certainly be a nice breakout opportunity. We would just wait for the new market to open and place a sell order at the bottom of kind of a 10 pip range from the open. So that certainly is an opportunity. It works out. It's pairing the strongest currency against the weakest currency. I know the Swiss is probably weaker, but CAD Swiss isn't a great pair, so I'm liking the pound CAD a little better here. So pound CAD, looking at a buy at the bottom of this. Well, what we do is the market opens, we look 10 pips beyond where it opened and look for a sell order there. But certainly looking like a good breakout opportunity to short the pound versus the CAD, to sell the pound versus the CAD. So that's a great tradable opportunity right now. The other one that exists here, there's really a couple of others. You've got the U.S. versus the CAD, and then there's also the Euro versus the CAD. The Euro versus the CAD, even though the Euro is not considered a weak currency right now, we can see that there's been nice divergence between the Euro and the Canadian. The Euro has been fairly flat here, and actually as some of this information here at the back ages off, the Euro will probably drop below the midpoint anyway. If we look at the Euro versus the CAD, that's only moved 40 pips on an average of about 90. So maybe even more opportunity here on the Euro versus the CAD than even the pound versus the CAD. But either one of these looks solid for a short trade on a breakout. So all we would do is just when the box paints at 7 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern, we would just simply click sell, and it would place a sell order for us at the bottom of a little box, which is basically just going to paint an area that's 10 pips below the open, and then we'll sell it off of that and see if this trend continues. We're going to ratchet if it does break down and it does fill that order. We'll just simply ratchet the risk off using a pip for pip trailing stop. And what that does for us is a couple of things. Mainly it allows us to have wins that exceed our losses because we're either going to get a 20 pip win, or we're going to have a loss that's some fraction of that. And over time, that works out to give us a mathematical advantage over the marketplace. Couple that with the fact that we're always trading strength against weakness, we're always finding currencies that actually have potential movement, that stacks the odds in our favor. All right, so that is it for me this morning. We'll come back, talk some more about the futures market here in a little bit. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up, and we're just over 5 minutes. So you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you here in a bit.